Hi, everybody. How's everyone doing today? I see hi, Carl, and hi, Gatekeeper. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I hope the weather's all nice where everyone is today. It's really nice where I am. Nice low humidity. The sun's out. Can't ask for better. Um, we're in Cleveland. I can talk today. So I had part of my kitchen put in yesterday. That was a trip and a half, let me tell you. They came and measured for my countertop today. That's going to be another, gotta love 100-year-old houses, right? So I wanted to say hi to Carl. Thank you for coming. Sorry you, whoever missed it on Monday. We did change. We're going to be staying on Mondays now at 7 from now on, at least through the summer. I don't know what we're going to do once winter comes. We might change it back to Sundays again, but for summer, we're going to stay on Monday night right now at 7. And hi, Gatekeeper, a light worker. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Lise. Thank you all for coming. And if you have any questions, just put them in all caps and some emojis. And if you have any other questions other than, if you have any questions about the Akashic or anything other that you might want an answer to, if I know it, I'll answer to the best that I can. It's sunny here too. That's good. Yeah, I'm in Ohio, in Cleveland. So you never know what it's going to be like here any time of the year. I mean, it could be 75 in the morning and then you could have a blizzard at night, given the right kind of time of year. Hi, Pooja. Thank you for coming. But my house is getting there. I live for the day. I don't have to show up with paint everywhere on me for chats and stuff. So I'm getting close, almost done in Connecticut. That's nice. That's where my first trip's going to be. I'm going to drive up to Massachusetts, me and my daughter. Our first road trip is going to go from Cleveland. We're going to head up to Massachusetts. And hi, Viviani. I saw a really nice campground right by the water there, close to Salem. So we, do all the touristy stuff and see everything. So we're really looking forward to that in the summer. So, let's see. You got all these cats. Do you have a question specifically, Carl, that you wanted to ask, or do you just want a general message from the Akashic Record Masters as far as your path or spirituality or anything like that? So if you have something specific, you can put that in there. Oh, here we go. Okay. That's interesting. Well, I'll say the prayer protection and then we'll get into that's an interesting question. I mean, an interesting question. Well, let me open the records. We'll say the prayer. And then once I read your question, then I'll explain something that kind of connects to with something I've been researching too, which is really, it would be nice if Jennie was here because we've been doing some work with our past lives in the South. And it's been proved really interesting. So, okay, I'm going to say the prayer of protection first. So we are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to guide and protect us as we call forth our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Record Masters to assist us now to receive the information of the highest truth, the highest frequency of love and light, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for the greatest good and the greatest good of all humanity. Thank you. And I'm going to open up the Akashic Records. We open ourselves to the light, and with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so all in the chat and all who will watch later are given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of all who are in the chat and all who will watch later to receive the record of their soul. Okay. Let's see. So you're going to take that. I hope you do take the class, Carl. That will be really, I think it'll be so beneficial for you. And I think you will enjoy it. Definitely. It's going to open up. I really think it'll definitely help. So let's see. You just found out your landlord was a past life landlord in a plantation where I was a slave. So I'm forced to move out by May 9th. That's interesting. Well, I get the new jobs by next week, so I'll have the funds to move out. Okay. There's nothing you can do to forego the move out date or to extend it, or let's see. Hi, Linda. How are you today? Hi, T. Lynn. Coming in. Are you a member of you're not a member of Carl, of Val's class? You know, she has 3 different levels of membership. And it doesn't matter what level you are to take the Akashic class. You don't have to be like her top tiered member, and you would get it for free. So you might want to look in that. It might only be like $10 a month if you can afford $10 a month. So you could look into that and see. But let's see. It's not really it's interesting. Let's see. What do the Akashic? Let me see what the Akashic. It's not sort of an Akashic question, but let's see what they say. Well, Carl, they want you to, the Akashic Record Masters are saying that they want you to change the way you think about the situation. There might be some alternative things you can do to be able to find a new place that might not, they want you to look outside the box for something that might be available to you without necessarily thinking you need to have first and last and everything's rent. They're saying there's something out there that if you're creative, you can find something available to you, at least temporarily, that'll be able to be a stepping stone for you to get to where you need to be. They're just saying, look outside the box when it comes to moving. Look from a different perspective. They want you to they're saying be creative about it. Don't look at the black and white. Look at the gray. Look at around the situation. Look at what other things might be available to you. Like maybe you can exchange something for something to be able to stay somewhere, or there's some type of something out there that you're going to be able to move to, but it's not going to be maybe traditional, and it might be just a stepping stone to get you to where you need to be, but you're going to be able to do this by negotiating something. I don't know if that makes sense or that's a possibility. Either, you can say, instead of I don't know, there's something that's going to come together if you look outside the box that's not going to be in the norm. Either maybe be like, go to a place where you could help with the maintenance, which would lower something, or in an exchange type situation where you're going to give some type of services for either money off rent or free rent or something like that. Or there's going to be something out there for you like that. So if you can kind of maybe look in, like, I'm not always into Facebook, but look around and see what there's something out there. Even like, they used to be able to look in the newspaper or whatever, but look at different avenues. Like look at either Facebook, look at bulletin boards, look at things you wouldn't normally look at. And you're going to find something that's going to work for you, at least as a stepping stone for now. But you're going to have to look in places you wouldn't normally look to find something that's going to work for you now. I hope that helps you and makes sense to you. A friend offered, but it's really outside the city. Would it be, let's see, even if it's a temporary place with a friend, at least when you move, it's going to be like a stepping stone. So it's just going to be until you can get yourself into where, sorry, that's Boo. He doesn't like my neighbor. Until you can find some place, but there is some place for you to go, at least temporarily. And it's almost going to be like, you're going to be this is going to help you to almost like get yourself together a little bit and to help put you in a new direction, this place that you're going. And it's just a stepping stone, but it's going to get you ready for your next step, which is further on your where you're going, if that helps. So this is like a intermediate. It's a last resort. Sometimes things that seem like last resorts end up being the best thing that you ever could have done in a way. But keep looking. Maybe there's something else out there that you're not see. Don't be hemmed into the conventional way of thinking. So look where you wouldn't normally look for places, and look for things you wouldn't normally, and trust your intuition too. If you see something and it sounds really crazy, but for some reason something inside's going, this might work, listen to yourself. So don't let your mind talk you out of something. Go with your gut too. If it tells you, if you think that this might work, go for it and try it and see. But you're going to have to think outside your normal way that you would think, and look outside of places you would normally look. And you got 12 cats to take care of. Are they your cats, or are they just neighborhood cats? If you get these jobs, you'll have enough funds. You may or may not get them. I think they want you. The point here is they want you to think out. It sounds crazy, but they want you to start thinking differently, which is some of the purpose of this is to help you think in a different way from normally thinking, to not count on the funds being there. They don't want you to count on it, because it's not a for certain thing. It's like maybe 2 out of the 3 might work out, or not, or you might get part of it, but not all of it. So they don't want you to count on that. They want you to be able to think this up, to look this the way I was saying too. So not to count on the funds being there, and to cover all your bases, so you're squared away. So if you don't get the job, you have something else to make sure you have like a backup plan for your backup plan if you can. I know it's short notice, but they don't want you. There's a chance you could get them all, but there's a chance you can't, and they don't want you to put all your baskets into that because it's still not a set in stone thing at present. I feel like some of them might come through, but not all of them are going to come through. So they want you to look outside the box on this one. Yeah, I know. They are. They do kind of. And the thing is when you don't listen to what they're telling you, every time they try and get you to move, it's more difficult than it would have been had you done it before. So if you don't listen to them, they up the ante, so to speak, you know, and that's what happens. So when you don't take their advice and you're not going in the direction and that they really need you to go into, every time they get you to go into, it's going to be more of a difficult situation that they're going to put you in to get you to do what you want, because you're not going where they want you to go. So every time they do it, they're going to make it harder for you. But in the end, it's going to work out 100% better than it would have been had you not done what they are making you do. So I know that sounds, or you end up falling down the steps like me, don't forget. So, and I do think this, wherever you're going, is going to be temporary. It's not going to be permanent. It's to get you pointed in. This is going to be a temporary situation to point you in the direction you need to go. It's almost like you're going this and it's going to pivot you and put you in a better direction. And then you're going to move from there. So I hope that was helpful on that. So, and don't forget to ask your angels and guides for help. Remember, there's a lot of unemployed angels out there. So ask them for help, and remember, they won't help you unless you ask, and then you have to be open and receptive for their answer. So, okay. Hi, Pooja. I have always felt to move to Bangalore, where my sister stays. Does moving there? Well, as far as moving, lots of times they don't necessarily care where you live per se at times, but sometimes we're meant to move certain places for certain reasons on our journeys. And usually if you feel compelled to move there, then there's a reason why you feel compelled to move there. So let's see. They're saying moving there will help give you new spiritual insight you might not have in different places. And also the connection to family will be very beneficial. It'll help you grow spiritually. You'll gain much more insight being there. You'll be able to get much more, your spirituality will become deepened if you go there. And it might not even, you might not even stay there for the rest of your life, but for a period of time, it would be, they're saying it would help your spiritual growth at this time if you went there. They're showing you meditating, and like the energy of wherever you're going to go is really going to help you really discover yourself. Like this is almost going to make you have a great amount of introspection and spiritual growth, and make you see things in a whole new light. This is going to enable you to, because of the difference of it there, you're going to be able to really hone into your own spirituality and really get deep into it by going there, is what they're saying. It will aid you. Not that you couldn't do it anywhere else, but going there for a period of time will really help you grow spiritually. So I hope that was helpful for you, Pooja. Let's see. Yeah, felt good being meditated. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. It's going to give you the ability to really discover yourself. Let's see. So you don't have just, well, you don't, there is a reason to go there. It's to help your spiritual growth. Just because it might not be for a job or this, it doesn't mean it's any less important to go there. Spiritual growth is everything in a lot of ways, because that will open up so many doors to you that you might not others see otherwise without that spiritual growth. So don't think that that's not like a good reason to go, especially if you feel compelled to do it. And also, as you're discovering yourself, you're going to help others along the way. So as you're growing spiritually, others you come in contact with, you will help also. It'll be like a community, but it'll really, really help you in your growth and your journey. So, let's see. A light worker. Hi. What can you tell me about my incarnation of mine as a Lyran? Let me see. What can they say? They're showing me Cats, the musical Cats for some reason, and they're showing me that one actor, and I don't remember his name. Who was really like had jovial, and he was like the center of he was a this is like a performer. He was the center of his group. He was funny. He was very musically inclined, danced, really like a performer, but easygoing, very friendly to everybody, very uniting, pulled people together by like I see him pulling people in and to dance and sing with him. And he was just really uniting, really very grounded individual, but very much aware of the importance of the unity and what society, bringing in that unity and the power of being that lighthearted, being that raising the vibration. He was very raising in people's vibration, very uniting, very happy, very, just a really, really strong, grounded individual. That's what you are, male. At least this is what this one life. So you are some type of performer. There is, I don't know a lot about that, but that's what they're showing me, the type of life you had. It was very fulfilling, it was very enjoyable. You were everybody knew you. You were like a friend to everybody. So I don't know if that resonates with you, a light worker. Let me know. That's what they were showing me on that. And so let me see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Elise. Let's see. I'd like to know if my absolutely in this life is connected to a past life or is anything. Well, I am hearing that you contracted to have that. You did contract to have that because it was you wanted to experience life from the limitations of the chronic illness. You wanted to see life from the perspective of someone who had limitations like that, someone who had a prolonged illness that affected them, that they couldn't just you wanted to understand what it was like to live life from a perspective of having limitations like that, of having epilepsy. you wanted to understand, you needed to understand. There's something with the past life where you were healthy and you were with somebody, it was a family member or something that wasn't. And so in this lifetime, you wanted to understand their perspective and what it was like to live with those limitations. And also through those limitations, you wanted to, because of the hardships they had, it enabled you to spiritually grow more so than not having those limitations, and to be able to see things from the perspective that you do enabled you to grow more spiritually. It also enabled you to have more compassion. It also enabled you to have more understanding, more empathy, more all that came along with it. So you wanted to have, it gave you, and because of coming up with all that, now it's helping you. You have more now to draw on because of the experiences of the epilepsy. As we grow forth in our in ascension, you have more things to grow from, and it's going to enable you to empathize and to feel more for others than you might not have thought being able to do had you not had those experiences. Does that make sense to you? I hope. So that's why you contracted for that in this life. So it was actually for a few reasons, a multitude of reasons, really. And because you have had that hardship, you do have a better understanding of human nature, which is going to enable you as we progress. So that's what they're saying. So let me know if that sounds right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Viviani said, right. Use your intuition a lot. That's going to help you understand if you're in a right place or a wrong place. Don't discount your gut. That really will. And sometimes being, in a new place really does open you gain much more, and that intuition, you'll get more perspective. You'll get, sometimes just a change won't fix everything, but it'll do some good. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I got that one. Okay. Hi, Sonia. Let's see. Can you look at my records and see what is my original C family and which ones are my galactic family now? Oh, okay. Let me see if that's, I don't know. Let me see. So you want to know if the same people you started out as are still, or which ones are part of your galactic family. Let's see. I heard the number 4. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. If there's 4 people now that but they're saying that throughout your time, most of your family has been everything to everybody, to every. They're saying about of your soul family, probably about 75% is what sounds like what they're saying is maybe, you know, more galactically, but they're not really answering other than I heard the number 4. Most of your family is galactic and you just all come in and out of different ones. They're not giving me specifics on people. They're saying you'll discover it over time who you are more connected with than others. And that's something for you to learn over time. Yeah, that's all. I'm not really getting anything other than about 75% or ish of your soul family is galactically oriented, and the number 4. And they're saying that you'll discover more of this out on your journeys, and you're meant to discover it eventually through your own. In other words, they want you to figure it out yourself, I guess. So I'm sorry that I'm not getting anything on that one. So let's see. Let me see where I was. Okay, Heike. Do you see if I had a past life in a Scandinavian country? I was getting so many signs when I visited. I heard you've been everything. I don't know if you like skiing, but they are showing you standing on skis, like from, I want to say like World War II ish times. You must have had a life at 30s, 40s in there. You were a woman. You were up in the mountains. You were avoiding. You were working with the underground, like against the Nazis. And you did it in plain sight. And you did use charm to get your way. You did what you needed to do to get what you needed to get and to go where you needed to go. And you helped many people survive. That's all they're showing me. So let me know if that resonates with you or on that one. So let me see. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There's another one. Let's see. I'd like to ask the guys the best approach to healing current health issues. Okay, let's see. Hi, Teelan. Let's see what they have to say for you. Although this, I don't give medical advice. This is, for entertainment purposes only. They are saying, though, make sure you're always, you go to the doctor and you get a checkup and you get all like blood work and everything done. Make sure that, you get a good checkup, make sure nothing's going on. So they want to say that they want you to eat a healthy diet and eat as much fresh food as you can. Try and stay away from processed foods. Drink water. They want you to walk, be out in the sun as much as you can. Don't overdo, but, they're saying eat as much like natural type foods as you can. They're not saying you have to be vegetarian or anything like that, but just try and eat the least amount of processed foods as possible. So as much organic as you can get. And to balance it with exercise. They're saying walking. Walking would be really good if you can, or whatever you can do to get out in nature, however that is. I don't know if you do have mobility issues, just do the best you can to get out. They really want you to get out of the house, and even if you're just sitting out in nature, they want you out in nature. Yeah, and drink plenty of water. And eat as much, non-processed foods, they're saying. And make sure you wash your food good and rinse it real good, they're saying, so if you do get the, greens and that, make sure you do rinse it real well. And they're saying, like, if you can buy from not the supermarket, but if you can get like stuff from farmers markets and different things where they have less of the handling and more right off the like farms or different things, would be more beneficial. The more organic, the better, is what they're saying, to stay away from anything that might have any type of chemicals in your food, to do that to the best you can. And they're saying that that'll help immensely. So let me know. I don't, that's what they're saying to do that will really help you right now. Okay. Eat healthy. Yeah. Doctors can this maybe circulation issues. Yeah. They do want you to try and move as much as you can. And that might help with circulation issues. And if ever you feel like the doctor's not listening, get a second opinion. Try a holistic doctor even. Someone that'll work with both conventional, but is open to, non-Western approaches. So I would definitely try that. And a little bit vinegar is great for cleaning stuff. It really is. And it's non-toxic. It gets rid of everything. It's a great cleaner for stuff. But they want you out in the sun, and they want you to move to the best that you can move. And so what if that little bit is just a little bit a day, as much as you can do, they want you to do. Yeah. And this is for entertainment purposes only. And make sure that you do get a good, find a good doctor, one that will listen. And which I know could be trying. It really can. Sometimes it takes a while to find a doctor that will listen to you. And sometimes there's certain things that we have to accept, which is also hard. Sometimes everything's not fixable for whatever reason, and that's a hard thing to accept. Sometimes we have to accept it. And don't forget to ask. You have to ask your angels and guides and all that, because they won't help you unless you ask. And envision yourself healthy. Envision yourself, if you want to walk more, envision yourself walking. Put yourself where you want to be. Don't put yourself in the situation of where you don't want to be. In other words, don't like get in that. I'm not saying you're wallowing, but you know what I mean, that wallowing feeling where you're just like always like, oh, my life's this, my life's this. You don't want to get that. Start thinking about what you want, how you want to live your life, and start envisioning that. In your head, put you where you want to be. because that's what you're going to put out to the universe. Then you're going to put out to the universe, I want to walk, I want to move, I want to be healthy. So, and that's what you want to put out to the universe, not where you are now, where you're unhappy, because that's what you're going to get, more unhappiness or more whatever. So put out the positive thought. It really does help, and it takes time. And try not to look at the big picture as much, as hard as that is. Sometimes when we take day by day and issue by issue, we do much better, and it's much less overwhelming than it is if we look at this huge picture and you're like, oh my God, I'm never going to, there's no way I can get this done. Don't do that. Try and do one thing at a time, one day at a time, one moment at a time. So that's good. Yeah, definitely talk to the angels, and they will help with that. And we can do a healing. I'll do an Akashic record healing, and you have the ability, look into self-healing. There are different guides out there about healing and about ways you can you communicate with your body so it heals itself. You might want to look into that. There's a way you talk to your cells, you talk to different parts of your body, and you do that. And I was starting to do some of that a little bit too, because I wanted to be healthier. And I've been doing a lot better since I have done this. I have, over the course of probably, I know it sounds like a long time, 2 to 3 years though. I used to take so many meds. It was ridiculous for someone my age, the amount of meds I take. And this is entertainment purposes only, and my experiences only. And I'm certainly not telling anybody to do anything with their meds. Never go off meds unless you consult your doctor. Don't be me. But I ended up going off just about everything but 2. And I'm down to my last 2 meds. And I've done it. This is a course of a long time of healing, of alternative medicine, of, a lot of investigation, but, just start somewhere and just keep, moving, and you can get there. And at least if you can't get off of certain things, even if you're just healthier and feel better and have more energy and a better outlook, that can mean all the difference. So, and yeah, Reiki, do that. I've had that. That has helped me a lot. When I hurt my shoulder, when I fell down the steps, my friend did it for me, and it really did help a lot. And also, I do have problems with that same shoulder. And when I had heard it before, she had done that for me, and it really, really does help to get the energy, and then to balance your chakras and all that. That really does help. Sometimes you might not notice one little thing, but when you start adding it all up, it really does make a big difference. And time's going to go by anyway, so you might as well do something productive with it. So let me see where I was. Okay. And let me see. Let's see. And I'm glad that made sense to you. I am. I'm glad that helped you, Elise. So, and gatekeeper. Let's see. I'm writing it now. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you can't make this. That is amazing. Yeah. That's great. So maybe you need to, did you ever take the Akashic class, a gatekeeper? Maybe you need to take that class. And then you can tap into, because what is the best view of history than to be there? And if you can tap into your records and your past life, think about it. You might want to take it. Okay, let me see. Here we go. What can I do to be more in line with my soul's path? And what do I need to heal, please? Hi, Viviani. I think you're on your path. Of course, that's just me. Let me see. What message do you have for Viviani? They're just saying you need to just have the confidence and faith. Everything, you're where you need to be. Everything's going to work out beautifully. You're doing everything the way you are meant to be. You're doing absolutely wonderful. They're saying, they're sending all this love. Oh, I got chill. All this love to you. They're saying you are on your path. These little feelings and things that don't let yourself be talked out of anything. Your ego mind. Don't do that. They're saying you're on your path. You're doing beautifully. Just follow your intuition. Follow to what you need to be true. You will move. They're telling me you will move. And you'll move when the time's right, and you'll know it because it's all going to fall into place. All of a sudden, everything's going to like just really take off for you. You just have to have the confidence and faith. Just stay the course to what you're doing now. They couldn't be more proud of you, and everything's going to work out beautifully for you. You are on the path, and to have that faith, and don't let yourself be discouraged by anything that they're saying. Chalk things up to a learning experience and keep going forward because you're doing wonderful. And you will be moving, and things will fall into place, and it's going to, it's almost like they were showing me. I don't know how familiar you are with amusement park rides, but we have something in it's Cedar Point called the Dragster, where you kind of go like this, and then you just get shot off going like 120 miles an hour. And it's like you get this total rush of like, oh my God, that's so cool. And that's what's going to happen to you soon. You're going to just take off, and you're going to have that tremendous, the feeling that you have is going to be like wonderful. So just keep staying the path and have faith, and everything's going to be fine for you. So I hope that helped you. Yeah, they're saying you will move, and when you'll know it's right, it's all going to fall into place for you. So, and it feels like all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh my gosh, and it's just going to go bam, 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 bam. They brought this. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. They're showing me something that happened in my life, and they're saying it's going to happen like this. I was standing in a restaurant, and I was looking out. I was a server, and I'm like, am I really going to do this the rest of my life? And I said, and I always wanted to be a nurse. And I said, I'm going to go to nursing school. 2 weeks later, I was in nursing school. That's the 0 to 120. So that's how it's going to happen. And you're going to get that. And the way it happens is it's like, cause I had 4 kids. I needed someone to watch my kids. I needed my husband to change his work schedule. I needed the funds to go. I needed to get, make sure I could pass the entrance exam. I needed all this stuff to fall into place. And in 2 to 3 weeks, it all fell. That's how it's going to go. It's just going to go bam, all into place. You're going to get this idea, and it's just going to go like that. And one right after the other. So that's what they're showing me is going to happen. So let me see. So let's see. Okay, let me see. Teresa, my friend Annie wants me to ask the records if I'm a watcher. Please and thank you. What do you mean exactly by a watcher, per se? I mean, I know what I think it is, but sometimes people don't always think the same thing. So, yeah. We have 1 cat at home and 11 ferals. How many feeds? A watcher of the world. Okay, yeah, because they have some people that, yeah, if it's what I'm thinking of, people that watch certain things that are going on and for key things to happen. And if certain things happen, they're meant to do, like trigger an event of some sort. Is that what you're kind of going for? Let me see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what they're showing me that, yeah, is you're here and you, it's almost like you have, you know how when you want to say monitor the constant temperature of something, so you put like a wire or something in it and that wire comes out to a thermostat and then it goes, it's almost like you're here, you're the wire in earth, so you're monitoring the energies and different things, and however you send that up to so you are here to help monitor earth, right? Yeah, you're here monitoring right now. All they're saying is you're like you're on a surveillance mission. So you're here monitoring everything that's going on and reporting, like I guess like reporting back. And so you are here just kind of monitoring the situation. So yeah, you're like watch or monitor. That's all that they're giving me right now. They're not saying whether you're here to do anything with that per se at this time. Although I have a feeling eventually, yes, you will be. But right now, you're here monitoring the earth. You're here of a group that you're connected on the other side, and you monitor certain areas, and each one monitors something. And then you kind of all report to this big, probably, council. And then, yeah, it's up to the council to determine what happens. But right now, everybody's kind of just monitoring what's going on at this moment. And you are part of that. So, okay, so I hope that made sense to you. So you are, I don't know, is it the Council of Light? Yeah, you're with the council. I'm not sure which one, but you're with the council and you're here monitoring. So let's see if there's any. So I think did I get everybody? I think that's it. So I'll read a cut. I'm glad that made sense, Teresa. So I'll do a healing for the Akashic Record Masters today, and for anyone that I mean, we could all use a little healing, right? It never can hurt, in my opinion. So I ask the Akashic Record Masters to clear and release from all who are in the chat and all who will watch later, all the energy of all traumas that have been brought forth from all past, future, and concurrent lives on all cellular levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, in all space and time, and in between times. I ask that you clear our eyes, the memories, the feelings, the emotions, and experiences of these traumas from all of our cellular structures on all levels, in all timelines, and in all ancestral timelines, in all time and space, and in between time, and in all of our lives for the greatest good of all who are in the chat and all who will watch later, and the greatest good of all humanity. I ask that you place us all on the highest possible timeline for our greatest good with the most benevolent outcome possible. As above, so below. I ask that this be done. It shall be done. It is done. And I thank our beloved Akashic Record Masters for the glorious healing they have bestowed on all of us today. Thank you. Oh, you asked a question, Jen. Let me see. What was it? Let's see. Which, before I close the records. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see your question, Jen. If you want to type it in real quick, I can answer it. And then we'll close the records. So, let's see. Come on, Boo. Boo wants to make his presence known. So, I don't know why sometimes questions don't show up. I totally don't understand it. So I'll give you another minute or so to put the question in, and then if not, okay, here we go. Packing as we speak. Here we go. Maybe there is a character limit. Okay, I'm packing as we speak from living here 21 years. Wow. I heard the road is wide open. Where do you want to go? They're saying, follow your dreams. What do you want to do? And do it. They're saying, go where you want to go to. Do what you want to do. Whatever will fulfill you to do that. There's no set place for you to go. Do what you want to do. Do you want to travel, though? Is that what you... moving in with Sherry till you get a place. Okay. Yeah. They're saying, follow your heart. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Is what they're saying. Ask yourself. They want you to ask yourself, what do you want? And then they're saying, then do it. So it's totally up to you, whatever you would like to do. I don't know if I'm just feeling that you want to travel or you're going to travel. But it feels like you're going out and you're doing some, I don't know if you ever thought of doing the traveling thing, but it feels like you are going to do a little bit and see the country and get out. And like I can see you standing like with just the wind there, just like enjoying the peacefulness of nature. So I don't know if that's something you want to do, but they're saying whatever you want to do, it's your choice. So follow your heart and take this time and really just decide what you want and then to go for it. Follow your heart's desires. So I know that wasn't helpful, but I hope it was. You want to travel. Yeah, I see you. I actually see you in a van standing on a plateau and the wind is going and you're just like this, kind of like, oh, that feels so good. Just like, ooh, being totally grounded and being totally, and you're like, I'm free. Like you're free. And the freedom that you like get is just like, it's just like this best feeling you ever could get. So that's what I'm seeing. And I don't think that's an Akashic thing. That's probably what, that's just a psychic thing, but I see you doing that. Totally. So I think that's what if that's what you want, then I'd say go for it. But I totally see you doing that. And you are so at peace when you do this, it will feel amazing. So yeah, well, maybe yeah. Then if that's what you want to do, then try and make it happen. And then I can see you on the road. We can meet up sometime. But yeah, I could see why that whenever you fight a chronic illness, that feeling of being trapped and not being able to do anything is difficult. And that would be it. So yeah, if that's what you want, go for it. So I hope that helped. Let's see. When I was on my way home the other night, a man dropped a roll of bills unbeknownst to him. Yes, it was. And it is the sign of your nature because, yeah, you could have paid your bills, but at what cost? So, because then too, you want whatever you put out, you're going to get back. It's kind of like karma is not really a thing, but it's almost like we're in an instant karma. So whatever you send out to the world, that's what you're going to get back. So if you want love and happiness and abundance, then you got to project that. And if you don't want to, whatever, because the universe will take that back out on an exchange. If you're going to do like not great things, eventually the bill will become due. It's just a matter of equating everything, because whatever you put out, you're going to have to get back. So I'm glad that was helpful, Jen. So yeah, that's what you can call yourself, amazing adventures with Jen. I like that. Sounds like an amazing adventure. Yeah, you can call yourself, start your own YouTube channel, Amazing Adventures with Jen. There you go. But yeah, so that was the best thing you can do. And it probably made you feel good, because if you would have paid your bills with it, you probably would have felt like crap. So, I mean, finding $1 or even a 20 in a parking lot is no big deal, because you're not going to know that. But if you see someone do it, yeah. And we are in a great time of manifesting this year. It's like manifest central. So if you want it, envision it, and live it. And yeah, I know I had lost my wallet in a store and I was freaking out. It was Christmas time. It had all my credit cards, all my identification, everything in it. And I found it in my mailbox. So I was so thankful, and that nothing was taken. So yeah. So yeah, see, that shows what kind of person you are when you didn't even think of it, because yourself, if that happened to you, you would hope that the person would give it to you back too. And yeah, not everybody would, but you're not in charge of them, you're in charge of you, and it's makes you feel a lot better. So yeah, I know what you mean about excited but nervous and have faith. That's me too. I'm excited because I've lived here 21 years too, and I'm getting ready to move, and it's really exciting, but it is a little nervous. I mean, think about it. It's a big change, isn't it? No matter how excited and much you want it, it still is a change, and there's still a little bit of when it comes with change. So just keep envisioning yourself where you want to be, and you'll get there. Okay, so I'm going to close the records now. I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and the compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of all in the chat and all who will watch later, to everyone but that person. The records are now closed. Okay. So yeah, definitely keep a journal about that and everything. So I hope, and I will be back. I plan on keeping up on Thursdays at 2:00. So that's going to be a thing, at least till I move. You're welcome, Viviani. I hope everyone, I hope it was helpful to everyone, and I hope everyone has a good week. Me and Jenny will be back on Monday at 7 for the Akashic Sisters. And like I said, if there's anything you might want me to do a show or anything back now that I'm finally starting to get myself back into a swing of things again after, me not feeling good, let me know. So, and I hope, like I said, everyone just hang in there and don't fight it. Just try and go with the flow, and you'll do so much better when you can. And, give your head a break. Stop thinking. If you do anything this week, take a walk and stop thinking for a few minutes. Give them time to give you those messages that you need to hear. Give them the time, give them the space to get in what you need to know. Watch something funny, go for a walk in nature, just something. Do something that is totally meaningless this week, even for a half an hour. It'll feel so good for you. So hope everyone has a nice week, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye, everybody.